Thanks, Narasimhan, and it's an honor to be here, and I really appreciate the gathering, and it's an honor to share the stage with very eminent people in renewable energy in India. Mr. Jain has been the architect of solar policy for Tamil Nadu and renewable energy policy. Mr. Kaimal runs one of the largest wind energy companies in the world, and the Indian operations, and Mr. Kishan is a veteran in biomass. So I'll share a few words about who we are. Sun Edison is one of the largest solar PV developers. MEMC, my parent company, is one of the pioneers in the silicon wafer industry. What we've done the last 2 years in India when we started our operations is essentially build utility scale plants. We've done about 50 plus megawatts of utility scale plants in Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat and Rajasthan. We've built what we believe is one of the first commercial power purchase agreement driven commercial rooftops here in Chennai, selling electricity directly to Standard Chartered Bank. We've also built several projects displacing diesel. I think that's a very, very strong area which all of you should be looking at, where the cost of solar electricity today is at parity or even cheaper than cost of diesel electricity. And there is tens of gigawatts of diesel usage in India, globally, especially in segments like island power. Nearly 70-80% of islands in the world are powered by diesel. In India as well, there is a significant usage of diesel in many industrial sectors especially, and in all of those areas, I think solar PV today in a distributed manner is competitive, and you can save cost. Especially you have a 25-30 year hedge, because once you invest in solar and you have a cost, that's it. You don't really need to invest more, whereas the cost of diesel is obviously not predictable and only continuously increases as time goes by. So something very interesting, and we've built some diesel abatement or diesel elimination plants. We've also built a very interesting, we've powered up a completely unelectrified village in Madhya Pradesh. The interesting aspect is this village gets 24/7 electricity. We deliver electricity 24 hours, and I don't know, maybe it's one of the few villages in India that gets this. And then finally, recently, we also built a 1 kilometer long, 1 megawatt solar PV project on top of Narmada Canal for the Gujarat government. And that's received a lot of attention. It's interesting. I think there are some theories about why it's interesting. When you build a solar project on top of a canal, the water below it and the drag of air can cool down the panels and increase the production. The second benefit is you don't need to use land. So there are these advantages. So essentially we've built utility, rooftop, commercial power purchase agreement, rural plants, as well as diesel abatement plants in India in the last 2 years that we've been operational. What is interesting and promising about India is we believe that India will be one of the world's largest solar energy markets. There is already evidence of that. Just in the short period of 2 years, there is close to a gigawatt of projects. Maybe it's a little less than a gigawatt. Maybe 900 some megawatts of projects have been built in India, thanks to the efforts of policymakers, primarily in Gujarat and National Solar Mission, driven by MNRE. So it's actually a fantastic beginning, just in the first 2 years to do close to a gigawatts of projects. I think India will be a very, very large market. And the good thing is, India needs so much electricity. There is so much deficit everywhere that it's only going to get better. And solar will play a very important role in India's energy mix in the coming decades. In terms of price, there has been tremendous improvement. When we started our operations 2 years back, CERC had specified a tariff of 18 rupees and 91 paise, I think, or close to 19 rupees for projects with solar. And the capital cost at that time, just 2 years back, used to be in the 18 to 20 crores per megawatt. Today, I think there have been many projects in India that have been bid between 7 rupees and 8 rupees a kilowatt hour. That's more than 50% reduction in price of solar electricity just in 2 years, in 24 months. So it's very, very interesting. The capital cost has also dropped from 18 to 20 crores to